Hey everyone, welcome back to Bravely Default. Last time, we went to the southwestern lake and got the asterisks for White Mage and Monk from Holly White and Barrett's Lair, our first proper boss fight. So, our job setup currently is looking like Tiz as a Monk with a sub Miscellany, Anyas as a White Mage with sub nothing right now actually. I'm going to give her some Miscellany, at least for treat, so we can save on cure usage. And Ringabel is a Monk with sub Miscellany as well. So everyone has sub Miscellany because that's pretty much all we got right now. We're heading to the ruins of Central Keep right now to deal with a mage that burned down a building in Caldisla looking for Anyas. But before we go, of course, we should gear up. But a lot of this armor, I mean, it's good. That's actually a pretty substantial increase for Ringabel and Anyas. So I'm gonna... That's a lot of money. Wow. I should buy the staff. For... Well, should I really? Your mind only goes up by 1. A lot of these items kinda suck. Honestly, like, they kinda just really suck. I guess I could spend a little bit, but I think I'd rather save the money. Like, the defense we're gonna get, I mean, I guess it could add up. Like, this is 1, that's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. So that's 4 more defense. I mean, that's nice, but for what? If I had to buy for everyone, that's 120. It's a lot of money, especially this armor here. I could buy this at least, I guess. And then get a little bit more defense for Anyas and Ringabel. And bring him up to his level at least. Yeah, we'll go with that. So we can equip right from the menu here and equip Optimum. I guess you could equip that. I mean, it's not really gonna harm you in any way. Yeah, I'd buy more, but it's just so expensive for such a little benefit. Like, we're really not gonna get much. I'm gonna sell my old armor as well. I'm gonna keep the bucklers just in case we use them more. And yeah, so Ringabel, we also got him last time. He is joining us because he is looking for a girl that is traveling with Ominas. He is supposed to save her, apparently. He had this book, these journal that can apparently tell the future. It's weird, I don't know, but he's coming with us. A bit of a philanthropist, but hey, whatever. So what they haven't really talked about much is this guy here, this adventurer. He's kind of just around everywhere. But he can let us save our game, update our online data, we can add friends from him, or just head back to the title screen if we so wish. He shows us our playtime, current status. We could save, might as well, I guess. We're here. And yeah, we can also quit after saving, but let's just leave now. And to the ruins of Central Keep we go. This bridge up here has been fixed, so we can now storm them. And honestly, the ruins of Central Keep, kind of a bit of a difficulty spike in my opinion.
Do you mean to put the city to flames again, Black Mage? I'll say it now. Your methods are wrong.
Wrong? Wrong? I don't recall asking your opinion on the matter. First Holly, and now Yo. Why are women also condescending? Shut up and take orders! Just because your father's Grand Marshal doesn't give you license for insubordination!
I've seen more than enough to know this much. You are undeserving of my trust and my loyalty. If you insist on pursuing this coward's agenda, I swear upon my name that I will stop you.
Her voice. I heard her voice. So this is what an angel sounds like.
Your ears must be better than mine.
Alright, Central Keep, our first proper dungeon. I mean, we had the Narende Ravine, but it really wasn't much. Weak enemies with no real branching paths or secrets or anything. So, we have levers that will open gates, and that's pretty much the extent of the gimmick. We have to find a lever, we have to open gates, and that's Central Keep. However, the enemies here are kind of terrifying. Like, they're really strong, especially for this early in the game. These orc lords, oh my god. So these orc leaders, rather. They can encourage their allies to raise their physical attack, and also poison stab, which poisons enemies. You want to kill that immediately. My strategy is make Tiz and Ring a Bell Monk and just kind of punch the shit out of everything and hope for the best. They have quite a bit of health though, so, you know, you really do kind of have to hope for the best and hope you don't miss and hope all your attacks land. You do kind of have to, or rather, attacks do have like a number of hits they can land, and the more hits that land in that one attack, obviously, the stronger that attack will be. So your accuracy plays a part in that. That's your agility, I believe. I never really went over what the stats do, did I? So if we go here to base values, we can see all of our stats in our status. So we have our HP, obviously that's self-explanatory. MP, obviously. Strength, vitality is your defense. Intelligence is your magic attack power and status element infliction chance. Mind is your magic defense, healing power, and chance to avoid being inflicted with status ailments. Dexterity is your physical attack accuracy. Physical attack accuracy, yeah, and brave attack rate, which that's a bit complicated to explain and kind of stupidly worded. And agility affects physical attack evasion, hit count. So that, okay, that's what affects it. Speed and first strike rate. So brave attack rate is kind of poorly worded. So when a battle starts, two things can happen. You can either get one extra BP for all your allies, or you can immediately get it first strike. Your enemies can also get this. Brave attack rate is an increase to... Oh, this sucks. Brave attack rate is an increase to... you getting to go first. Or you getting one more BP in battle. Whereas, obviously, going first is just your first strike rate. Yeah, this setup sucks. So... Let's do this. Try and kill you. So the orcs can default, and they have thrust, which is an insane ability. It's really strong. I'm gonna go and treat Tiz and kinda, well, she's probably not gonna go before Ring a Bell. So I'm gonna default. Yeah, okay, I think that was a good idea, because now I can just heal up all the way. And then hopefully go all out with Braves here and just deal with the orc. This is kind of the best way to deal with things right now, because, oh, he defaulted. Oh, I think I'll kill him anyway. I think he only has maybe 40 HP, 50, something like that? I'm not sure. I don't tend to examine normal enemies, because, again, the battles end within 3-4 minutes, and you can't see the HP again after you've examined them once. And if you know the game as well as I do, you kind of know generally what, family they're in, what their elemental weaknesses are, so it's not too necessary to examine them. If you're playing the game for the first time, you might want to definitely do that, but... Oh, they get a first strike. That sucks. That really sucks. Okay. That's not a problem, actually. Well, the blind isn't a problem. Them getting a first strike is a bit terrible. I don't want to brave with you. Attack the Kate Sith, because that's going to blind us more. Great. That's literally not what... Please kill it. Okay, you didn't. I was hoping you'd kill the orc by hitting it twice, but you chose not to. We can cure the blind. So I'm gonna try, I'm scared. We're gonna try and deal with the orc first. It defaulted, that sucks. Let's brave with you. And hopefully you'll go first. You did, sweet. And we can maybe do it with the Kate Sith too, yes. So yeah, that Kate Sith, it just can blind people. Not a huge deal, but a bit of an annoyance. Not when really it's on Anya's, because she's not going to be physically attacking anyway. But when it's on the other two, that's a big problem. So, down here we have a secret passage. This was one of the, I think it was one of the tutorial quests, wasn't it? The sniff out hidden passages, yes. Some dungeons have this. Little secret walls you can go through and find secret weapons, like these iron knuckles. And with that, I don't believe we actually ever found... Well, we've gotten weapons before, but on the right, I never really... Why did I equip that to you? On the right, you've seen latest weapon and armor for a little bit, and accessories.
Those will just pop up whenever we get a new accessory, new piece of armor, or a new weapon.
This is just not friendly. We'll do with that later when I actually add friends. So the newest weapon armor we get in that video, the stats and any bonus effects will be displayed there. This is so we spend less time in menus with me explaining exactly what weapons do. Oh great, 2 Orc Lords. Actually, that's not that big of a deal, because we can just Brave and kill both of them if we just have Ring a Bell focus on killing them. So a lot of the difficulty in Bravely Default from the enemies doesn't exactly come from the enemies themselves, but the party configuration of them. So Orc Lords and Orcs on a team, kind of terrible, because of Encourage. It can raise their physical attack, and they can kill you very easily. It's very bad. And of course those Kate Sists are no help either, because if they blind your monks, or generally your physical attackers, then, well, they're going to be they're going to be kind of useless, because they can't hit anything then. But with those Iron Knuckles we equipped to Ring a Bell, he's actually strong enough to take out the Kate Sists in one hit now, which is awesome. Because now they're not really a non-issue, but not nearly as much of a threat as before. Unfortunately, those 3 enemies are kind of it, and we're running out of party configurations with those 3 enemies. Like, now we're fighting 3 Orcs, but frankly, Ring a Bell did gain a love in that fight, but it was a bit rough. Ring a Bell actually got poisoned by a poison thrust from the Orc Lord, so that was pretty bad. I'm going to mostly use my potions right now. Typically, I will try to use Cure over potions, just because it's easier. But right now, we don't really have the MP to spare. I already had to use 2 Cures and a Poison in that fight. I'm trying to ration my MP, basically. And that was 12 more MP than I wanted to use this entire dungeon, and so, yeah. Tiz gained a level there. Luckily, our party members are getting strong enough that we can kind of deal with enemies really easily. Also, there's the Mage Masher, which you might as well equip to Anyas. Has a chance to equip, inflict silence on an enemy, which is kind of helpful against the Kate Sith, I guess. I mean, Anyas, again, it's going to be really attacking physically, but it's sort of helpful to have. We need to do a bit of healing with some potions. Otherwise, should be alright. We can save here. And let's head down.
What? You! The Vestal and her little friends! How are you here? Is no one under me competent? Oh, fine. My fire will make ash of the lot of you!
What? Ominas, our orders are to take the Vestal alive! Besides, if you loosed your spells in here, you'd...
I'll show you! I'll show you all! Fire! 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 No! Ah!
He's attacking his own people.
Madness! This sort of indiscriminate slaughter cannot be allowed! Black Mage Ominas Crowe! I'm at my patience end! This absolutely does it! You've sent me into a full rage!
What? You're turning traitor? You'll make your father a laughingstock!
This has nothing to do with him. All that I hold true denies everything that you are. You there. You'll be helping me.
Who? Us? But we...
Would be delighted to assist you, milady. I'll see you victorious, or my name isn't Ringabel. Well, maybe not my real name, but certainly my... Anyway, what's in a name, really? Don't you agree, Edea?
What? How did you... Enough. Conversation can wait.
Ah, enough! No more! I'll not be made a fool any longer! I'll see you all charred black! I swear it!
Time for our next Asterisk battle with Black Mage Ominas Crowe. He's actually pretty dangerous, so he can poison the entire party, which is pretty bad, because we don't really have a thing to deal with that efficiently. We have antidotes and we have Poisana, but once we run out of those, we're fucked, so that's bad. In fact, what do I want to do here? I think what I want to do is Poisana, Agnes, and Edea. And I want to default with everyone else for now. And then he can also put a single party member to sleep. So that's bad. This is not going well already. Okay, so sleep is annoying. Because the only way to wake someone up from that is wait over time, have an enemy damage them, or damage them yourself. You can't attack your party members, so that's an option. And he can use fire on the whole party. That's also bad, of course. I'm gonna go and use an antidote on Ringabel and just start punching Ominas. Let's try a strong strike and then just punch. I don't want to waste too many attacks. I'm gonna keep Ringabel asleep for now because I don't feel like hitting him to wake him up. Let's talk about Edea a little bit. We can actually scroll right with the circle pads to check our party stats and party-specific ailments and stuff. So she is way stronger. She's like, well, way stronger, but she's up there with Ringabel and Tiz. Actually, a little bit stronger than Tiz. But that's because Tiz doesn't have an item equipped or weapon equipped. Meanwhile, Edea has Issei no Kame, which is a great katana weapon. Strong Strike actually hits. Sweet. Yeah, that gives her a ton of attack, which is great. Silence, that's not a big deal. Silence stops you from using magic. As long as he doesn't use that on Agnes, it's not a big deal. Ringabel is awake, so we can go in and Brave and attack. And I believe we've seen pretty much everything he can do. We could examine him. In fact, god damn it, come on. I mean, everyone else might as well keep attacking. Default doesn't stop poison damage from going through, so... Okay, I mean, even that going through, it's not really a problem. But, it's kind of annoying. I'm gonna, should I hold off? I'm gonna hold off on Poisana healing, or poison healing. Poisana is the healing. Okay. There goes Edea. Well, that's actually kind of good, in a way, because that means poison is gone. She's not poisoned anymore. She's just dead. So we can Poisana everyone, and then we're gonna cure, and then punch, and then ring a bell. Edea, names! Agnes will get all these healing out. I would love for Agnes to constantly have 3 BP so we can easily run out. Oh, okay. So when he's low on health, he will just start using fire twice. Once on the whole party, and then another on a single target. I think that's not all he's going to be doing. I think he might still use his other things, but that's going to be his primary attack now. Luckily, he does have to Brave to do that, so of course he puts himself in a BP deficit, so he puts himself at risks. In fact, I'm going to default now. Poison, that sucks. Okay. I'm actually going to use Tiz's turn here to get some antidotes out, and then obviously use your turn to get some out, and see if he uses fire here. Nope, he's using something else. Probably sleep or silence. Granted, there's only other 2 attacks, so, you know, of course he's using one of them. He doesn't have that much health, though. I'm not sure how much health exactly he has. We could examine, but frankly, we keep getting poisoned, so it's not really ever a good time to do that. I'm going to heal Edea of poison because she's lower on health than everyone else, and I don't want her dying. Sleep. Okay, that sucks. Of course well, that's not that bad, I guess. I was going to say, of course, we unpoisoned the one person who didn't really need it because they were going to sleep anyway, but it's not that bad. Does Tiz have Inner Alchemy yet? He does not. That's unfortunate, because otherwise he could have healed himself of the poison. Oh, well. Okay, he's Braving, so hopefully he doesn't target Edea with that one single hit, because that could easily kill her. Okay, sweet. And we unpoisoned Tiz already, so that's good. We can cure. We can run a cure. And cure. There we go. And we'll just sort of deal with Agnes being poisoned because I can't really afford to deal with that. Oh, seriously, again? Oh, sweet, he's down. Yes. All right, 240p, 120 EXP, 12 JP. That is a monk level up. That's a level up for everyone except for Edea on Freelancer. It's unfortunate you can't change her job right before this, but frankly, she's really strong as a freelancer anyway, so it's not a big deal. So, Black Mage. This is essentially the opposite of White Mage, whereas White Mage focuses mostly on healing magic and mind, mind rather, as a stat. Black Mage focuses on attack magic and so intelligence. They have an S proficiency in rods, which will increase their magic attack. And nothing great in armor, nothing great in other weapons. They have great intelligence, obviously. They have great MP, but nothing too amazing anything else. They have decent mind, though, so if you need to heal with them, then you're not too much trouble. As for abilities, their specialty is Black Resonance, which makes black magic stronger with the more people that have it equipped. If one other ally has it equipped, it will go up by 1.1%, or times 1.1 rather. 2 allies is times 1.15, and 3 allies is times 1.30, I believe. 1.3. So, I mean, it's kind of helpful, but not that great, because you kind of have to have everyone be a black mage right now to have that possible. It might be helpful later on, but you have to waste an ability slot on Black Resonance for that, so not that great. However, it does get black magic levels at level 1, 3, 7, 9, 11, and 13. You get damage dispersion at level 5, which makes 15% of all damage go out to all party members, with the original target absorbing the rest, which can be helpful for some fights. Its usage is limited, but it's kind of cool to mess around with. You have silence immunity at level 6, which obviously makes you immune to silence. Very helpful for any sort of mage. Black Resonance at level 8, so if you get everyone up to level 8 Black Mage, you can make one Black Mage stronger. Pierce Magic Defense at level 12, which does exactly as it sounds. And Group Cast All at level 14, which makes spells that usually can't be group cast able to be group cast. So, for example, we get Poison with the Black Mage. Can't usually be group cast, but with Group Cast All, we'd be able to. Unfortunately, that does come at level 14, so yeah. Another unfortunate thing about it is it doesn't just make it so you can't have the option to Group Cast All, it makes every spell only Group Cast All. Which, I mean, there's sometimes you don't want to hit every enemy, so that's kind of a trade-off you have to accept. But still a really cool ability, still a really great job. One I'd recommend, especially early on. It's not really necessary, especially late game. Like the White Mage is basically throughout the entire game, you kind of need a healer. But it's a really fun job to mess around with, and very, very essential for the early game.
I've done it now. Treason is one of those tricky things to forgive. Still, I've no regrets. My conscience spoke and I followed it. Into the life of a deserter, it seems. I trust there's room in your little band for one more?
Indeed. It was sorely incomplete without you.
Unacceptable! What bond of trust can exist between a Sky Knight of the Duchy and a Vestal?
So this is the Vestal of Wind. A black-hearted witch, as the tales I was raised on go. But of late, it seems things are rarely cut quite so cleanly. Behaving as the Sky Knights did makes a person wicked. That lot is black as they come. And what other lies have I been told then? The only thing for it is to see for myself. What is black? And what is white? Your actions will tell me the color of your heart, Vestal. And I plan to watch up close. So I suggest you get used to me.
That was rational?
I'm always rational. That scum Crow just had me seeing red before.
Ah, the type whose claws come out when she gets hot-headed. I'll jot down a note not to anger you.
What do you make of them, Tiz? Can these two be trusted?
They don't seem like bad people to me.
Yes, but how a thing seems and how a thing truly is often differs.
Hold a moment, Agnes. My journal offers a curious quote. The Vestal and crew commandeered the SK ship, with Edea in tow.
And what are we to make of that?
That we're about to steal ourselves an airship. One assumes.
Just what is that book of yours?
Up there, isn't that... Huh. Speak of the flying devils.
Will they turn their cannons on us?
Not by that course. They make south.
The city? They can't mean to start that up again!
Let's hurry!
And by hurry, it means we have a party chat. Talk of titles. So how should I address everyone from here on? Going by the look of it, I'm the youngest one here. Is it best if I stuck to Sir and Ma'am? Please, just his. And Anius for me, if you please. Really? Even though you're a Vestal? Shouldn't it be Lady Anias or something? I would really rather you didn't. Besides, it's best if we didn't go around shouting Vestal too loudly. Oh, right. I almost forgot she's a wanted woman. In that case, just Anias is probably smartest. Thank you. Yes, that's certainly wise, especially considering the volume of our Edea's voice. What's wrong with my voice? You said her voice was gentle as a spring breeze before, ring a bell? Yes, well, spring has a way of giving over to summer. And breezes build. Up close, it's more of a tone. Don't think I'll finish that thought. Oh, no, I think I'd like to hear this. Speak up, ring a bell. I've remembered an errand. A very pressing, very distant errand. Hey, you get back here this instant! She sure got on familiar terms with Ringabel pretty quick. I love that so much. So, before we head out, I'm going to change around jobs a little bit. I'm going to make Edea a monk. And I'll get Y into a little bit and give her some Selene. Even though it's not really going to be that helpful to her because, well, we don't really have anything on her. But at least she'll have Examine. I'm going to give... I think I kind of want someone on Freelancer for a little bit. So I'm going to make Tiz a Freelancer for now, not for long. I mainly want him to get to level 4 so we can get Trap Master, Dungeon Master, that's what it is. And for now, since you got White Magic level 2, right? You did not. I think that's at level 3. How close are you? Very far. I'm going to make you a Black Mage for now. Just so we can start getting levels in that, though I really do want to focus on White Mage. And I'd love to make Tiz a, Wait, is he stronger like that? Okay, sure, whatever. You'll wield that. That's kind of weird, but whatever. I'd like to make Tiz a Black Mage, so that we can have one person focusing on, White Magic and the other focusing on Black Magic. I need to make you that, and you need to have Martial Arts. You need to have Everything's fine. Everything else is fine. I could heal, but I don't think it's really necessary.
Oh, why is this happening?
You'll give us the Vestal of Wind. Or, if you prefer, I can come down and pluck her from the last building I leave standing. The choice is yours, entirely.
You've a choice yourself. Leave now, or face me.
Ah, yes.
Owen, Captain of the Caldislan Royal Guard.
Knight Arjun Heinkel, Knights Captain of the Eternian Sky. The stories paint you Caldisla's greatest hero. I hope you will not disappoint me.
So, the reason I've gone with this party setup is, let me explain real quick. As I said earlier, each character does have certain stats they are better in than everyone else. Very slightly, not much. Each character can do well in any job, but they do excel in certain stats. Tiz is the all-around character. He's kind of got good stats in everything. Agnes has more intelligence and mind than the rest of the party, so she is catered for healing and magic spells in general. Ringabel is a bit faster than the rest of the party, so faster jobs will work better for him. And Edea is a bit stronger than the rest of the party. Again, these stat bonuses that everyone has are minimal and kind of inconsequential, but if you want the optimal party, you might want to take that in consideration. Anyway, we gotta hurry to Caldisla because Owen is in a little bit of trouble. All these guards are just lying on the floor. The knight attacked. They've been taken out. pretty swiftly and efficiently. That night is no joke. Gotta hurry to the palace.
The entire royal guard wiped out?
By the Sky Knight's captain alone. He's too strong. Not human.
Hey! Hold on, man! Please!
He speaks of Knight Argent Heinkel. I can't imagine the captain's come here himself, though.
Death.
Owen!
I'm unmanned. Pathetic.
Someone help!
Don't bother. Leave me. The king, they took his majesty. That man, Heinkel. My sword didn't so much as scratch him. 'Tis. I ask this knowing it's an unreasonable demand. Please, help my king. Save this place. You're the only one I can...
I'll bring the king back. I swear it. Be at peace, Owen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Edea's misunderstanding. Owen. I can't believe this! How could Heinkel be so cruel? What do we say to the innkeep? What can we say? Owen saved you after Norende fell, took you in, and since then his father has shown you and me both a great deal of kindness. I'm no different. Owen trusted me despite my circumstances, helped me get by. As for what to tell his father, it's hard. He deserves to know his son died nobly, fighting bravely. I know that. I know, but what small comfort. Small comfort? I think... Edea, try to understand. Tiz and Ringabel are only thinking of the innkeep's feelings. That's exactly what I'm doing! Is it not a comfort to know his son fell defending his king? Enough. Just forget it. I'll talk to him. Let's get moving. Tiz. It is a tricky thing. How do you tell someone that their son is dead? Like, it's not easy.
My son. He died for his king, though, huh? A brave warrior's death. I'm sure he had no regrets. I thank you for being with him at the end. Now, pray, rest up. Consider this your home. I'll be outside a moment.
These people are innocent bystanders. Involving them like this is despicable. Come, let's march on the Lontano Villa this instant. I'll lead the way. Why the silence? Surely you can't just sit by and let Heinkel's crimes stand?
Heinkel's crimes are the Duchy's crimes. You are a part of those same Eternian forces. We cannot trust you.
What? I'm not! What must I do to prove myself to you?
You cannot. In my heart of hearts, you frighten me. The same as Crowe, or Heinkel, or the others. I am sorry, but I make for the villa with Tiz alone.
Murgurgur! Of all the stubborn... Oh! You crystal-headed girl!
Leaving so soon? If you're off to Stargaze, I'd be honored to join.
Out of my way! Contrary, crystal-headed girl! Why must you refuse to understand? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hello, child. Will you listen to an old man talk a while?
What? Oh, yes, of course.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a frailer child than Owen. The boy was sickly all his youth. But he loved this land more than anyone. He wanted more than anything to defend it. So he trained and trained. Even after he joined the Royal Guard, even after winning half the honors the king can bestow, he trained. And everyone knew it. In a few years, his efforts had made him captain. The boy was something else. My pride and joy. But I'd rather he lived. What sort of child dies before his parents? It's a crime, don't you think?
It's terrible, sir.
If the boy had stayed home, taken over the inn, he'd still be...
What other lies have I been told? The only thing for it?
A question, Agnes. Why can you not trust at least me? The suspicions of a beautiful lady are dire poison to a gentleman such as myself.
Our paths part with Edea's here. What reason have you to come with us?
Will the two of you be enough to storm the enemy's hold, though? This night is supposed to be terribly strong.
Still, we've no choice. Let's go, Agnes.
We're all ready to go? Excellent.
I had thought I spoke it clear before. This is farewell.
Yes, it was all very well put, but I'm coming along anyway. I'll get no sleep till I've seen these scoundrels squished. What's more, the Lontano Villa is heavily fortified. A field mouse couldn't slip inside, let alone you two. Go with me, however, and you'll have VIP access. Use me. I welcome it. So please. I'm all for it. The more allies, the better, I say.
Well, I do not. Even before the matter of trust, I cannot involve anyone more. The fault for all of this is mine and no one else's.
You've no cause for worry, Agnes. I guarantee it. You, Tiz, and Edea will travel long and far together. It's all written in the book. Its pages are prophecy, infallible and true.
And what of you?
Me? An apt question. It seems I did not merit mention. A grave oversight, I'm sure. Or am I to miss out on the adventure? A crueler fate than I could bear.
What? You're so odd, Ring-a-Bell.
I'm in favor of taking them with us, too. I think they'll be a help to you, Agnes.
As long as you're certain.
Done. Excellent. Let's be off.